graph using Microsoft Excel, the first step is to open the Excel. Now that we have opened it, we will go to our given data. The first graph that we will create is the line graph. We will copy our title and data and we will paste it on the Excel. The title of our line graph is the ladder's sales at Molinas Hardware from 2000 to 2006. Let's also copy and paste the given data. The next step is we will highlight our data and go to Insert tab. We have many recommended charts here, and as we all know, line graph is one of the most basic chart or graph. We can also see the line graph here, and also the other graphs that we can use later on. Alright, so now let's select the line graph and click OK. Then the line graph will automatically appear. But the line graph is composed of many parts. The first and the most important part is the title. We will copy our title, which is the ladder's sales at Molinas Hardware from 2000 to 2006, and paste it on the chart title. Now that we have finalized the title, we will also add labels. As we can see here, the graph has no label yet. The labels of our graph are the numbers of ladders sold and its year. We can see the add symbol if we click the graph, and the label is the axis title. So we will check it, then let's edit and change our labels. Another part is the scales, which we already have. It is the indicators or the value of the label. The fourth part is the point. We have plotted the points, but it's really not visible. What we can do is to add the data labels, which it indicates the points of the ladder sold. And lastly, the line that makes it the line graph. We have completed our line graph. If we have questions, feel free to ask. It's very easy, right? Right now, what I will do is I will copy the graph and paste it to our document. In that way, it will be easy to compile and share it with other people. The next graph that we will create is the bar graph. I already copied the data and the title for our bar graph. As we can see here in our data, the red has 4, the orange has 6, and such. Just like the line graph, we will highlight the data and go to Insert tab. Then select the bar and click OK. The next step that we will do is we will edit the title and also add the labels, which is the number of the students and also the colors. We have completed our bar graph. I will also paste it on the document, and after this we will proceed with the other graph. The next graph is the pie chart. We already have the given here in our Excel. Based on the 100% of our graph, food is 33% if rounded, and also the other part, which we already have it here. What we will do now is we will also highlight all the data and go to Insert tab. We will proceed with the recommended and choose the pie chart. We also need to change the title. And as we can see here, the pie chart consists of title, circle, and key or legends. We might also put the labels to indicate the value of each part of the pie. Also, the legends, we have the option to change it and put it at the bottom. So, we will do it just like in the presentation, which is on the right side. Now that we have completed our pie chart, we will also paste it on our document. Scatter diagram is the next graph that we will create. I already have the given data and also the title for our diagram, so let's highlight it and go to Insert tab. Since scatter diagram is not in the recommended charts, we will find it in the charts here. Here is the scatter diagram. Now that we have the scatter diagram, the next step is to put the title, which is the gold and silver medal. Then we will add the label, which is the gold and the silver. As we can see here on our graph, the scales of gold and silver is 2, which compared to our given data, which is 5. Well, that will do, but we will prepare it by 2 because the data are most exact and we don't need to put numbers in each point, because we can already point out that if it's above the 2, then it is 3. But on our given presentation on the module, it is by 5, so it's hard to predict the data without going to the given. That's very quick and easy, right? We have completed that scatter diagram. The last diagram that we will create here in Excel is the box and whisker plot. It is consists of 5 parts which I already copied. To create a graph like this, let's go back to our Excel and highlight our data. It is also not in the recommended data, so we will find it here. Now that we found it, we will edit the title and also add the label, which is the axis title in the Excel and the data label. Let's put James Sales as label for the bottom scale of the diagram, and number of phones sold at the side scale. Also, I have tried out the labels like median and such, but the value of numbers sold will do, as our graph has the needed data already. Now, we will paste our graph on our document. We are done creating the graph or the diagram using the Microsoft Excel. Lastly, don't forget to save our works.